I cannot believe I went 11-5 again. Holy crap. I seriously thought I was going to have a really bad week, okay? I could just see it now. I was going to go 8-8 or 9-7 or something like that. But no, I went 11-5 again. I picked on the Browns. The one time I do and they lose. So now I know that every time I want to pick the Browns that I shouldn't. But then again, if I do, then I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going 11-5 ever again, probably until week 18, because, you know, the bye weeks start next week, so that's not going to happen, for sure, guaranteed next week. But that's still crazy, 11-5, 3 weeks in a row. Anyways, Bucks and Eagles tomorrow night, or tonight, depending on when I upload this. I got the Bucks winning, easy game. I don't think the Eagles can win 2 in a row, and the Bucks, for their trash defense, I still think their offense is top 5, top 3, probably the best in the league. Miami at Jacksonville. So originally I had Jacksonville to upset the Dolphins. However, logic kicked in, and I'm like, listen, Miami's not trash. The Jaguars are trash. Miami is not trash. They're gonna win this game. Then the Rams at the Giants. Man, Giants fans, I feel bad for you guys. Barkley out, Daniel Jones out, Galladay out. That game was tough. I don't know the starters for this week. I don't know if Daniel Jones will be out, but I have the Rams winning anyway. They were gonna win regardless. Texans at Colts. Colts are winning this game. Next, Chiefs at Washington. I got the Chiefs winning. Not much to be said. I mean, they're not that good, but compared to Washington, they are. And their offense is still pretty good. Vikings at Panthers. I had the Panthers winning this game. I think their defense is just too good for the Vikings. And don't forget, the Vikings almost lost like last week to the Lions. Now, the Lions aren't a terrible team, but still, Vikings are not doing good this year. Chargers at Ravens. This is a tough one. Not gonna lie, this is a tough one. Because the Ravens have a fantastic running game. Defense, The rest of actually the only thing they have going for them really is a running game and special teams. And then the Chargers are solid all around. I mean, Herbert is just going off. He's getting better every week. It was really hard to call this game, and plus the Ravens are playing at home. However, the Ravens just almost survived the Colts. They're not very consistent. The Chargers, on the other hand, they've been in tight games every game this year. I got the Chargers winning this game in a close one. Then Bengals at Lions. Upset alert. Lions are winning their first game of the year. Why? Because they're actually pretty good. I have to admit, the Lions have heart. Like, if I was living in Detroit or Michigan, I would be a Lions fan, hands down. They're really not a bad team. They almost beat the Ravens. If it wasn't for a record-breaking field goal, they would have beat the Ravens. They almost beat the Vikings. If it wasn't for another field goal, then they would be, 2-3 right now? That's not bad at all. And the Bengals, they're also, I actually think the Bengals are better than the Lions, but I think for this week, the Lions are going to come out really hot, and they're going to finally win that game they've been waiting for. I believe in the Lions this week. I believe in them. Green Bay at Chicago. Green Bay's winning this game. Matt LaFleur is 12-1 against NFC North opponents. Easy. Cardinals at Cleveland. This is a close one. Because the Cardinals are 5-0. They're hot. Everything's clicking. Offense, defense. Kyler Murray's having an MVP year. Weapons all over the field. And then you got Cleveland, which their quarterback isn't as good as Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield. But they have a really good run game. Number 1 in the league. Solid defense. Myles Garrett is a monster. I mean, if it wasn't for Aaron Donald, he'd be the best in the league, hands down. Okay, secondary. Really good coach. Probably better. Kevin Stefanski's probably better than Cliff Kingsbury, I have to admit. So it's tough. And the Browns just got off of a loss, too. Do you see them losing 2 in a row? At home against the Cardinals? However, the Cardinals, they did prove that they can win in really close defensive focused games. Last week against the Niners, I think this final score was 17-10. Super close game. It's going to be a tough one, but I have the Browns winning this game. Arizona, sorry, your streak ends this week. Next, Dallas at Patriots. Why do I keep saying the cities? Cowboys at Patriots. Now this one should be obvious. Cowboys, right? 4-1 record. Having the best year that they've had in a while. They look solid. They've outplayed all of their opponents. Even the Buccaneers, when they lost that game, they still outplayed them. They beat the Chargers. They're different this year. However, New England, Bill Belichick, the Patriots at home, that defense makes you wonder. Every now and then they play really good teams really close at home. I still got the Cowboys winning though, I'm not gonna lie. they're just too good this year. I don't know what it is about them. The coaching staff didn't really change that much. You know, they still have, what's his name? Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator. McCarthy's still the coach. I think Prescott is just having a great year in terms of leadership and playing wise. I have the Cowboys winning this game, but I don't think it's going to be a blowout at all. It's going to be close. Vegas, the Raiders at the Broncos. Oh my God. Okay, so initially I was like, okay, Broncos are going to win this for sure. I mean, how could they not win this game? Raiders just lost their head coach. They're going to be in disarray, right? No. A lot of times in this league, when a coach gets fired or when a team loses their coach for whatever reason, the week after they usually play really, really well. For some odd reason, I don't know why this is the case, but it's a common trend that happens more often than not. So for that reason, I have the Raiders winning this game. For that reason only, to be honest, just because they just lost their head coach, and I don't know, they're gonna be mad. I think they're gonna be mad, and they're gonna play for purpose. So I got the Raiders winning this game. Seahawks at Pittsburgh. So originally I had Seahawks just because Geno Smith I think is actually better than what most people are talking about. However, Seahawks defense is just absolutely garbage. I mean, the way they folded against the Rams. I mean, Pittsburgh's not that great either. Just like, I think the Steelers' offense is just as bad as the Seahawks' defense. However, the Pittsburgh defense, I think, is going to win them this game. I just think it's going to be too much for the Seahawks and Geno Smith to handle. That defense is real. The offense, not so much. But the Seahawks, man, they're going